lost nails. And how cool is that?
Move it.
I feel, can I go blonder? It's not too bad to tackle. These shells as well, which I just thought was lovely. The long satin skirt. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to a new video. How are we all doing? Really hope you're well and having a lovely month whenever you're watching this. If you're watching it in May, happy May. Can't quite believe we are in May already, but there you go. I feel like I have been planning up until like this point of the year since before Christmas, and well, since January last year I've been planning some of the trips and weddings for this year, and obviously not my wedding, but like going to the weddings of my friends, and it's all coming around so quick. Like the weddings for me start next month, but I'm going away really excitingly to Milos in Greece on Sunday, which I booked last January. There's always like January EasyJet sales, and I basically just went for it and booked some cheap flights and then found an Airbnb that I have always wanted to stay in. So me and Jay were like, oh my goodness, this has come round so quick and it's come round so close to Cornwall. So this week is a smash out the work because we are busy. So we're trying to get as much done as possible before we go, because when we come back I'm away on a hen and then I'm away at the weddings, and it's going to be a jam-packed 2 months basically, which should be so lovely. And then I'll be based back in Brighton for July and August, which will be so nice as well. So I've got like that mix of really amazing experiences and like celebrating my friends being, well, celebrating them marrying the loves of their life, which is so special. So been at hen parties all weekend and didn't pick up the camera because obviously they weren't my hen parties, and I was just like soaking up being with them and celebrating their hen, and it was amazing. But today is a film day and I actually am filming some really beautiful wedding guest dresses again. Like I'm sure you're probably thinking, India, come on now. You found the dress. You don't need to keep trying on dresses. If you've watched my previous vlogs, I've tried on so many dresses, but I just wanted to try on some like plain dresses rather than some floral like ruffle ones. So I currently have some dresses from Club London. I'm actually doing a little bit of a job with them, which is really exciting, over on my Instagram. So let me just bring you guys down. I've gone for some like kind of pastel plain coloured dresses. This is the yellow I went for. As you know, I love a yellow, and it's this beautiful mini dress. It's kind of like this gorgeous scuba material, but I loved the fact that this was like a lace material, like mesh, so it kind of contrasts quite nicely. You could do like a bigger bow than what I've done potentially as well. And then I finally invested in a bag that might work better for every single wedding guest dress. This is from Zara, and I also got my nails done in the last vlog that you may have seen. These are my Milos nails, and I'm obsessed with this combo together. Like how cool is that? Like the shells and then the shell bag. So yeah, this is dress number one. I love it. I think it's a good option for when it's really hot. So this could be a nice little option to take away, but let me know what you think of this one. We've got time. I can get your guys' opinions because we've got time before I go, which I love. So please let me know down in the comments out of these next two, so 3 total, which one you prefer. Okay, we have, I don't know what the hair's doing. We have this beautiful pink one, which is all the way down to my ankles and it's just the most beautiful material. I just had this thought as well as I tried it on that I haven't actually ironed or steamed any of these. My steamer's at a friend's house and I've just got this out of the bag. So the fact that these are not creased, I think it's the fabric. I feel like Club L London, obviously the quality of their dresses is incredible anyway, but I feel like these ones that I've gone for, they're that material that won't crease when you're sitting down, which I think is kind of game changing if you're at a wedding or a special occasion, an event where you're sitting down for hours. Like this is just the most beautiful shape, and I really like the fit and feel of it. Like it's soft, so this doesn't feel restricting. I can't explain it without you guys having to like reach forward and feel through the screen, which obviously you can't do. But I thought with this little bag and then little yellow heels, I thought was really cute. I'm gonna bring you down to see if you can see with the heels like how cute. Obviously don't look at my feet, but the little yellow, so adorable. Last dress is this beautiful blue. Now I need to get this taken in a little bit on the length because it is very long, but I just thought this would be beautiful as like a little Greece dress, potentially for weddings, but also just in Greece in general. I feel like this is a nice holiday dress. Not just Greece. I always say Greece because that's probably the one holiday destination I want to spend all my holidays in, but for general holidays I just feel like this is absolutely gorgeous. Again, so comfortable on, and I haven't done anything. I haven't steamed it, haven't done anything like that, so I'm quite happy with this one. And I feel like if you're on a honeymoon, this would be a beautiful dress as well. As you can see, it is so long on me, so I am going to have to get it taken in. For reference, I am 5'3", so I'm quite short. So a lot of dresses usually are way too long. I do like the fact the pink one comes like just down to my ankles, and I also really like the fact that the yellow one obviously is a mini option just in case I need it if it is really hot when the weddings are kind of coming around. So yeah, let me know which ones you like best. I would love to get your guys' opinions. Right, this isn't from Club L London, but this is from Pretty Lavish, and it just arrived, so I've just quickly tried it on. How amazing and how fun is this? I didn't think I'd like a dress with this much like ruffle and texture, but I love it. I love the back detailing. I feel like a little princess in it. I feel like with this little bag and then these earrings, which are from Kiwi & Co. I don't know if the camera's actually going to pick up that they're like the perfect baby pink to go with the dress, but that combo together I absolutely adore. It's like completely floor length as well. Let me quickly show you. It like goes all the way down. Like how cool is that? I feel like these angles are really not giving the dress justice. But anyway, I'm gonna finish filming a little video that I actually can't share yet, which is so annoying when I say stuff like that, but it will be on my Instagram at some point soon, and then we can catch up properly. Hello my loves, it is now the next day. I'm actually just doing my lunch, so I'm sorry that I am peeling my boiled eggs. I'm actually heading to the hairdressers today, and I thought I would take you along for my hair appointment. You're probably thinking, why are you getting your hair done? The colour looks fine, but the roots of my natural dark blonde I would like to get freshened up for summer, and we always like pre-book our appointments with me and Katie for the whole year. So this is my last appointment until October. So I need this hair appointment, especially because the amount of weddings I have coming up. I'm a bridesmaid for one of them, which is so exciting. That's for Bronte's wedding. And then I've got Kirsty's wedding literally next month, which is just so exciting. So I'm very, very excited, but I do want some hair TLC. I'm conflicted about this, but I'm actually growing it because I've never properly kind of stuck out growing my hair. I would love, like my absolute dream would be to one day just have like hair down to here and really layer it and it just be like really creamy blonde. And I would just love to have it like that for a little bit and then just cut it off again, because I love my short hair. Like I love having short hair. I don't even know if I suit long hair. I just hate this length at the moment. I hope the egg peeling isn't too distracting. I finished now. Little boiled egg. But I'm so conflicted about it because I don't like know if I suit long hair. I literally haven't had long hair since I was like 16, 17. So I don't know what I really look like with long hair, basically. Just had to pack the lunch together. But basically I am, as always, running literally like bang on schedule. So we have to head out the door straight away, but didn't pick up the camera yesterday because I needed to go and see family, as there's been like little things going on behind the scenes, which is just life stuff. So I was just spending quality time with them, which is why I didn't pick up the camera. So yeah. All is good, but I was just having a little time with my sister and my mum, which was good. We just snuggled up, we ate chocolate cake and ice cream, and it was great. And now, yeah, let's go to hair. Let's go get the hair refreshed. I will take you along for the full process. I think I'm going to ask for like a creamy blonde, freshen up on the edges, maybe middle parting based cut, because currently we cut it to this side like this, but I'm tempted to have it like a bit more middle than that, but a bit more framing around my face like this. We'll see. Anyway, I will take you along.
Hair's got long.
I know. It's grown for once, hasn't it?
What are you doing with it?
I feel, can I go blonder? Am I, like, without it looking like I've really overdone it?
What do you say?
Like brighten it. I'd like to be like summer blonde.
Okay, what's that mean?
Like quite creamy white.
Okay.
But without it looking streaky.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know whether, if that's highlights or...
As blonde as like when I first met you, or not quite as blonde as that?
Not quite as blonde as that.
So you're kind of more of a natural blonde, aren't we now? Do you want to still kind of feel a bit like that?
Yeah,
okay.
If that's okay, without it being... Because I like creamy kind of tones, so like this creamy, but without... I kind of like this little bit of root sometimes.
Okay, so you still want a bit of depth to it.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't just want to be sort of like a solid kind of like from root to tip, same blonde everywhere.
I don't think so. I don't think it suits my colour and my skin when it's natural or anything like that, so maybe Yeah, if that's okay. And
older but still natural looking.
yes.
Yes, we can definitely do that. There's lots of room.
Okay, and health-wise, how's it doing? Does it need a trim?
Pretty good, you know.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I feel like last time we spoke, I don't know,
it wasn't doing good.
No, but have you like
I've been using
off the heat and stuff?
Less heat, and I've been using the Redken like religiously, and they brought out that new day and night.
Yeah.
It's made my hair like feel completely different.
I love that one.
Yeah, really, really good. I did too, and I have gone through waves with the layers.
Okay.
Of being like, oh my goodness me, because by day, this is day.
Last time we laid it, I was just thinking, I was just like,
yeah, what's different?
How's it been? Like, how have you found that?
This is day 2.
Okay.
And I haven't used anything, and it will be like this.
Okay.
So it's like I kind of, then some days I'm like, oh, do I need to then use heat again to make it styled because of it? Whereas usually it would be obviously all the same length.
Okay.
But when it's styled, it looks so much better.
Yeah.
Or if it's blow dried, or if it's like you just get a little bit more movement and it doesn't look so like a bowl at the back. So I do think to keep it, I think I'll get used to it over time. As much off as you think, basically.
What about around the front? Like,
I kind of wanted to see, is that my middle?
Yeah.
Because I'd quite like to start styling it a bit more middle more often. So then maybe these being like more of this side, because I feel like there's less fringe on that side, maybe.
If it's less, I think it's just used to sitting that way.
Okay.
I think by the time you dry it and stuff, you want to try going more middle?
I think so, but then the option, if I wanted, I guess I can flip it. But I think I would like to go middle more often, especially now it's getting longer. It's constant.
Well, but if you decide that you're going to try and do more middle, when you wash and blow dry it through the middle, it should settle down. Like it's going like this at the moment because it's been worn on the side.
Okay.
But once you start to wear it more middle, more often, it will settle down.
Okay.
It will kind of get used to it. It's just used to sitting the other way, so it's just rebelling a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels very much like I can't.
Yeah, you almost want to push it.
Yeah, hold it down.
Okay.
Do you think that's possible? Or
yeah, I do. I think in an ideal world, if you were going to go middle parting, I would say to you, come up short with that, because I think it really suits you. I think middle and really long, like I feel like it just looks a bit flat through there. So you almost want to add a bit of width, and like
I'd love more texture around the front.
Yeah, like I almost want to do this.
Yeah.
I would cut it shorter as well. The only thing is, do you want to keep that length for like?
I think it'd be nice to mix it up.
Yeah, so then if that's the case, I would probably come up to 6, maybe more. Like not talking fringe, but just higher up, so that once it's got its bounce in there, it's just giving you more width through there.
Yeah, I don't even mind it. I was going to come and be like, let's get short on the sides. I'll probably regret it with the wind, but I think having it maybe on my cheekbones always, and then framing my face if we have got these layers going on as well. Yeah. Will look a little bit better. Yeah. And then I can still have the option of wearing it side, but I think it looks a bit nicer sometimes. Let's mix it up.
You have the option.
Yeah.
It's going to be like quite versatile. You can go side, middle, the other side if you want.
Okay.
If everything's symmetrical, at least then you can just like, it can just be one of them where you just do that and wherever it falls, it falls. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think I would come up shorter though.
Cool, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely the length-wise, I don't know how much it suits me. The dream would honestly be to get to here and do big layers.
Okay.
That would be the goal.
Okay.
But I don't know how long that will take.
Well, it's just if your patience will get you there. And then winter will come, you'll be like, oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'll cut it all off at some point. Amazing, thank you.
All right, I will go mix up.
Thanks so much. done. I'm gonna stick you guys here because I always forget that the mic actually can be a little bit lower. But the hair is done. What do we think? I basically went for a creamier blonde all over, which you would have, I think, heard in the consultation. And then I've had my kind of like front side bangs very gently cut in so they sit on my cheekbones, just so that it frames my face a little bit better and I can do a middle parting. Because originally I had more hair on this side because I wear my hair a lot like this, where I just like bring it over. So what Katie's done is left it so that I can still do that, but then also have that middle option, which I'm gonna try and just keep doing. I think I'm just gonna try and train my hair a little bit better, just to stay in that middle parting, maybe do like a bit more of that root volume by doing more Velcro rollers on this like top section. But then it means that I have more of that front face framing, just put the layers in, cut them and trimmed them throughout. So yeah, this is the hair. What do we think? And just like a creamier blonde for summer, which is exciting. I'm actually seeing her, I didn't realise, I've got another very small appointment with Katie in July before a wedding that I have. So I thought then I can go a little bit more blonder potentially, but she does it in like a really natural way. So as you can see, she just blends my natural all over. So yeah, very, very, very happy. I've got to jump onto some meetings now, so I can't actually film those. They're about like, basically I have these meetings where certain jobs that I do, I'll do like a briefing call just so that everything can kind of run as seamlessly as possible. They send me their PowerPoint presentation of like their vision of what they're after, and then I have a call with them, and I've got a fun call with Pinterest, which should be fun, and then I've got one with John Frieda. So they're actually both hair orientated jobs, which is quite fun, seeing as I've just had my hair done as well. So I'm gonna have a call with them, and then very spontaneously I was going to spend this evening packing for Sunday's trip, because I feel like this week is like a do my maintenance of like my hair, my toenails, my eyebrows, my eyelashes, alongside working before we go on Sunday to Greece. So I actually spontaneously was like to some of my schoolgirls, anyone free for a walk? But then everyone was like, no, we're not, but we're free for dinner, because they all finished work quite late. So I was like, come around for food. So I'm gonna do like a big like roasted veg pasta, kind of like the one Eli made in Cornwall, because I just loved it. It was so good. So I've been inspired pretty much exactly by that. I don't think it would taste the same because I'm not as a good cook as him, but gonna get some lemons and like really nice veg and do like a big pasta with a big rocket salad and maybe some broccoli. Hello my loves, the call went well. Sorry, I've just clapped in your ear basically. I always forget with the mic on that it is literally just going directly into the mic. But I've got some lovely veg. Weirdly, the Co-op near me, I sometimes go in there and just like do my little random bits and bobs shop, and they had nothing. The shelves were completely bare. Like it had literally been like they hadn't had an order in weeks, and I was like thinking, what's going on? But I just thought I'm not going to bother them. They probably have 1,000 questions a day about where stuff is. But I went to then like a local farm shop down the road. How amazing do those tomatoes look? They look insane. So I'm gonna basically chop these, and I'm gonna roast loads of veg like Eli did when we were in Cornwall, and hope that I do it correctly. I don't even know, this sounds so bad. Like I can cook basic things. I can cook a roast dinner, I can make spag bowl, enchiladas, wraps, like pasta, salads, like all of that, but, and like salmon and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to, I don't know, like the certain things, I'm just like, I kind of have to Google how long something might take in the oven. Does anyone else feel like that? I'm getting better, because I do enjoy this kitchen. I enjoy being in here and I enjoy cooking. But yeah, anyway, had my calls. They went really well. Got some fun little projects to do. I always feel like it gives me a little bit of like inspiration when a brand has an idea that then I get to like go back and forth with them on and make it align for like what I feel like you guys would want to see as well. And yeah, I just really like that way of working, because then it feels like it's kind of two visions coming together and coming to life, which is really nice. So yeah, that was a really nice little productive afternoon. And then I feel like recently I kind of beat myself up when I don't get loads done. Like I have loads of emails and bits to do, and I have time tomorrow. Like I set 2 days aside this week for like admin, but I've got my tax to do and I've got like loads of stuff I thought I'd get done today, and then the day just like runs away with me, and I then beat myself up over it. And like one of my New Year's resolutions was to not do that, was to be like, no, don't beat yourself up over this. Like it's okay to not get it all done in a day. Like sometimes it's physically not possible to get everything done. So basically I'm just trying to get better at that. But anyway, the girls are going to be here in about 15 minutes. I'm just going to prep all the chopping and the food and then get cooking. So I'll probably time lapse the evening because when we're together, we yap for hours and hours. Hello my loves, it is, if I am being completely honest, a couple of days later. I look really scary right now in this light. I think it's the pale foundation I tried today that has basically slid off my face because I had to do makeup today without tan and I don't have any foundations that match my non-tan skin. So basically I just look a bit whoa. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pamper. I feel like we need a bit of a debrief because it has been a couple of days again. Had my eyebrows done and my toenails and then I got home and basically was in a hole of tax for, honestly, it felt like hours. I think it was about 4 hours that I was doing it. And then I had to do stuff like the water bill and sort that out. And yeah, and then if I'm being completely honest, I've had a really low feeling few days. I spoke about it briefly on Instagram this week, but I basically really struggle with PMS, PMDD, and I actually haven't really been able to get out of my living room or my pajamas, which is absolutely fine, but I've just been feeling it. So I really didn't, to be honest, feel like I could pick up the camera. I still don't feel 100% like I'm like myself. I just feel a little bit low, but I know that my period will be here in a couple of days and then I'll go, oh, that was why. Right. Just washing the face, just needed to get my makeup off because one of the things that happens when I'm feeling a little bit like, I guess, overwhelmed is I just get this rash, which is also, you can't really see maybe on a camera, but it's also from using hyaluronic acid, I've discovered. So stress and hyaluronic acid, apparently not a good combo in my world. But anyway, the reason I'm like talking about it in like to you guys and over on my Instagram is because not to be like help and like a cry for attention, but more so for a bit of reality. I find personally it really hard to find the balance between sharing difficult times in my life or like personal times and then using this space to basically share things that make me happy, because it feels like my space is online with you guys and like connecting with you all. I like keeping as like my little happy space most of the time, and then I'm aware that there can be an impact that comes with that, with people seeing like 10% of your life online. I'm like a sole believer with social media platforms that if someone is not making you happy, then you need to remove and unfollow. And I don't think that's a negative thing or like, oh, it should be a bad thing to unfollow someone. I think it's important to like tailor your spaces to make it like your scrapbook space. I think because technology is such a big thing in our lives, it's like having to make that something, if we're consuming it all the time, positive or happy or inspiring. So I like to keep my space quite happy and uplifting, or put purpose behind my posts, whether it be outfit ideas or guides for travel or I don't know, that kind of thing. So with YouTube, I find it so much easier talking to you guys on a level that feels like I feel very me in this space. But I'm also very aware that I don't want to share too much of the negative stuff, but also that's just life, isn't it? Like there are ups and downs, and there are days where you're going to feel low, and I am struggling with the low days right now. I think my grief is like this time of the month especially just is really heightened, and like I feel like I need to give myself some credit to like process it all, because I'm so bad at, as much as I'm like rest is productive and how important it is to ask for help and support, I can be really, really bad at doing those things. So I'm really trying to prioritize. Like I've just spoken to a naturopath this morning to try and get some support with my hormones again. I had bloods and loads of tests done last year, and I know how I could support myself a bit more. I need to cut out caffeine. is number one on my list, because I already take magnesium, I take lots of like primrose oil, there's like a whole list of things that I take to help my hormones, like vitamin B12. I'm trying to go down more of like a natural route with stuff, because I don't want to be on contraception anymore. Not that I'm trying for a baby, just hormones from contraception doesn't work for my body anymore. So yeah, anyway, I'm trying to do positively do things to try and help support myself, and sharing over my Instagram, I just had so many of you connecting with me on feeling very similar, and it made me feel less alone. So basically, I just want to use this space to be open and honest that, yeah, although you see like 10% on certain platforms of my life, it's so hard to share like everything. And I also like using these spaces as like happy things and like having them as something I can look back on. I've basically been filling the days with lots of little things. Like I know it sounds like weird to be like, I've been making myself go for a walk, but I have been making myself go for a walk. I've been making myself go and get a nice breakfast and sit and breathe and enjoy it and not be on technology doing 5,000 things while I'm eating it. And I've been focusing on like the sun on my face and the sound of the birds and the trees. And it's kind of like my little toolbox of like, you've got this, you've got the moments to be present, and I'm alive and I'm healthy and I'm well, and it's all in balance and it's all valid, kind of feeling those things. So anyway, the longest ramble from me ever, but if you are feeling like you're riding through something right now as well, then I just basically wanted to talk about my experience and just say, if you are going through something too, then I'm just sending loads of love. And I really hope you're not going through something or feel like you're riding it, but I feel like it's normal, no matter what age you are, to be having up and downs in life. It's all part of the journey and the adventure, I guess. And I think I'm hoping with some good night's sleep over the next couple of days, I will, and like time alone, I guess, and like I was going to say self-care alone, but time alone and like self-care days, hoping it will reset and allow me to feel a little bit more grounded, which is what I need. So yeah, that's an update on where I've been, a very long-winded one. But I just wanted to send my love to you guys if you're feeling similar in some way, and I really hope you're not, but if you are, then yeah, just so much love and air hugs, and I really hope you can find like the little things that are making you feel okay right now as well. Now for the fun part of the vlog. Oh my goodness, we're going into the den, guys. We're going into the den. I usually pack my suitcase upstairs, but I've already started down here. So basically this evening's task, the Friday night task, it's a beautiful evening, and I'm going to be packing with you all. So I thought we could do it together. I'll probably do like a mix of time lapsing and then showing you kind of how I pack. Currently, I have, let me flip you around. Currently have my little black suitcase, which is my hand luggage suitcase, which I will do at the end. So I will show you how I'm kind of packing that. And then this is very roughly what I kind of put together at the start of the week. Now this is my medium small suitcase. So there may be a moment very soon that I need to get my big one out, which I do have the allowance for. So part of me thinks for the sake of the fact that I've paid for it, I should just go for my big one. But we've got some things laid out. So we've got, this is the maybe, not sure I'm going to take, and then some jobs that I need to take with me. And then this is bags, hair accessories and shoes. So this is my holiday shoe bag that is usually in storage because it's all my flip-flops and sandals. And then these are some kind of new in pieces that I've got for work that I basically have just been steaming and I need to cut all the labels out of. So really, I feel like it's not too bad to tackle. We shall see. And then over here, I'm hosting an event tomorrow. So I've got the Sisters and Seekers yellow hoodie for the Sunday's event. And then behind, I've got my airport outfit all ready to go. So I'm going to tackle a little bit. I'm going to time lapse you guys. Actually, what I'm going to do first is show you something quite cool. So firstly, I am obsessed with Never Fully Dressed, and they have these really cool tees at the moment that I thought I'd treat myself for the year. I actually now need to go on a spending ban of online clothes, so I hope you guys can keep me accountable for that. I worked out, like Jamie and me were sitting and laughing and being like, I shop to feel better and it doesn't do anything, so anyone else can relate. But this did make me feel happy for a second. It's an item of clothing. But anyway, I thought that was super cute. And then I also saw this one, which I thought was super fun. all these shells as well, which I just thought was lovely. The quality is insane. Now, the next thing I purchased this week, which again, I'm not allowed to buy anything else, is something quite cool and something that I've actually been looking at and had been debating buying, I want to say for like 2 years. So it's from the company Sumsies, which you spell like that. And they basically do these like wrap skirts that have 2 sides to them. So they're reversible and you can style them as, I can't remember how to do it, but I think it's like as a top. So like this, let's say, and then it all ties at the back. Or you can do it, I think you can style this a few different ways. I think you can do it as a halter neck. Basically online it teaches you how to style it, but off the top of my head I can't remember. But you also can get a second one and wear it as a little beach skirt. So let me just, with my jeans on, and then also have it as a skirt. How cute is that? And it's reversible. So I basically bought 2 so that I can wear them together and separately. And I'm gonna get so much wear out of these. I think they're just gonna be with me forever in my wardrobe. Like they're such incredible quality. They're kind of like a swimsuit quality blend as well. Like I wonder what the material is, but they're designed in Barcelona. And yeah, they just feel amazing. It doesn't actually say on there, I'm gonna have to look online, but they just feel so nice. So really liked those. And then the last little thing, oh actually, no, not the last little thing. Chloe messaged me yesterday and said, India, I've seen this skirt, and she just sent me a picture. I just feel like there's no words needed for this. How insane is that? It's from ASOS. And when I tell you how much this is, for considering how heavy it is, like I wish you could feel in real life, it's like all individually sequined. I don't know, maybe it's a machine, I'm not sure, but it's basically, if I could be a skirt, I would be this. And I don't think the camera's really picking it up, but it's all like lilac and then iridescent and golds and blues, and it's the sea and a shell and the sun and then the wave on the back. And I've just put my little vest top with it because that's how I'm going to wear it. But it's so beautiful. It's like £50. Honestly, shocked. So I couldn't resist. That's going to be my 30th birthday skirt that I'm going to take away with me, because my girls from school surprised me with a birthday trip for my 30th, which is lovely. But that's not till September. So I'm going to take that then, but I'm also going to take it for all my trips pre that. So for this trip, I'm taking it as well, get all my wear out of it. And then I saw this top on Never Fully Dressed, says love with the fishes. I thought that was so cool. And I couldn't resist. Red long satin skirt, midi, all the way to the floor. Absolutely beautiful. So they're the pieces I picked up. I find it a lot easier to get in my like packing routine by just doing it rather than like trying on the outfits. I feel like visually, me like laying them out is just so much easier. And one of the things I do down here with the pieces that I've already like kind of placed in is that I put my packing cubes and I put them into like, this is all currently evening outfits in here. So I think, if I'm correct, I believe they're all evening outfits. Yes, they are. So that's my whole evening outfit bag, that one there. And then this one is beachy evening, so more casual. But again, I need to go through this one because I don't think I should be taking all of this. But it's good for me to like visually have this one to kind of add to and just maybe have one evening bag. And then on the other side, if I open it all up, we've got the Uno. I've got my bikinis. That's all I'm currently taking so far, which is quite shocking because usually I'm a big bikini gal. Then we've got the little swim. This is kind of like stuff that I don't really mind getting wet, or like I'd wear on the boat, which we've got a little boat day planned. And then I'm also probably going to put my gym stuff in here as well. So that's just a little one for all the little bits and bobs. And then we've got vest tops, white tops, tees. The t-shirts I just shared will go in there, kind of basics. We've got toiletries, which I need to fill. I've just got a random hair clip there. But it's got like, at the moment, like the sun cream that I bought. This one is so good. So got my favorite sun creams, paracetamol, all of that, which I'm going to fill up. And then we have hat. I think I'm only taking one hat on this trip just as like a just in case, and maybe my cap, I think, for when I'm out in the sun. So that'll go with the bikinis. Then I have this big toiletries bag that's waterproof that currently has like all my plugs in and my hairbrush, and then some seasickness bands and tablets, and then my waterproof phone case. And then I also have in here more sun creams, my tan remover. This is so good to take off your tan. So I have a little travel one that I fill up from the big pots, and then we've got all the mosquito sprays and everything, which, do you know what? This usually goes in Jamie's bag, this one. You know, the perks of having a boyfriend who doesn't pack really heavy. He literally takes like a couple of shirts and shorts. So that will probably, this stuff will probably go in his bag. And then I just have my denim shorts and like day outfits. And then this will be comfy shorts, and that's it really. It's kind of all I need. I don't know what's in here. Oh, just more packing cubes. Lovely. Some spare ones. And yeah, away we go. Let's get cracking. Also, just quickly want to show you this stuff here. So Katie Loxton, I'm working with them over on Instagram, but not over here. So I'm not obliged at all to say anything about this, but they've just brought out their packing cubes. I've just ordered another 6 because they come in sets of 3. And my pink ones are great, but they were so cheap and the zips just keep breaking on them. And these ones are like really, really sturdy, gorgeous zips. And I am going to basically use these for my hand luggage. And then they have the most beautiful bag ever. So I just thought that for like beach days, but just for my hand luggage bag, I basically get quite a lot of an allowance on this plane. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I just had so many bags, and I booked it a year ago, so I completely forgot I'd done that. But I also got the passport little holder, has my initials on, which is so fun. And then my new passport, look at that. I'm quite sad it's not burgundy anymore, but you know, we don't talk about that. And then a little clutch bag that matches the basket. I also have the toiletry bags from them as well. This is the smaller one. I've just got all my like plain essentials in here, which I'm gonna basically put in a clear plastic bag. And then there is a company called, it's going to be annoying if I don't remember. I'm going to have to leave them linked down below. But last year when I went to Greece with my girls, I got all of us girls these personalised hats that say Tatsiki and Jaeger o'clock, because as teenagers, Jaeger was all we drank. It was like £1 Jaegers in Brighton, but we're also obsessed with Tatsiki. So I got these caps, and I feel like they're great for always. So I feel like that's going to be my Greece hat that I'm going to wear maybe on the plane. Hopefully no one looks at me funny. We shall see. And then my little Havaianas. I've kind of gone for a hot pink theme and black theme on the plane. And then I've just got loads of little bits down there, which I'll share when we start packing that into the hand luggage case. Basically just wanted to share like how beautiful the cases and like the bags and everything that they do are. Like how stunning is that? I don't think I've ever had a hand luggage case so pretty. And like all these little compartments, I'm going to be able to put my sunglasses, I'm going to put my jewelry in here, their emergency paracetamol and everything just in case. And yeah, I'm just going to crack on now with organising all these outfits. Right, I've got the hot water bottle on my back. Honestly, if you haven't seen this in my vlog before, you guys need the strappy hot water bottle. And sorry if I'm repeating myself for like the 15 billionth time, but honestly, game changing. I just finished, I think, getting things like completely organized. So let me show you what I've done. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually quite impressed with how little I've got. It's a little bit concerning that I've got this little amount of stuff. Like I'm probably going to get there and be like, I didn't repack outfits, but I might just re-look at the outfits tomorrow. But I kind of feel like I've got everything I need, but maybe I don't. I feel like I've just packed really well. Am I missing a bag? I don't think I am missing a bag. No. Anyway, I have my evening outfits, my day beachy outfits, hats, bag, and my little GHD duet styler, because this is really good when you've got wet hair to dry hair, and I just want it to be like sleek. And then I have the bikini bag that I shared with you all, so that's my bikinis. And then I have flip-flops. These bags that the bags from Zara come in are so handy for flip-flops. So got white flip-flops, black flip-flops. I've got a really beautiful bag that I can't wait to share with you when we're there. And then I've got the pyjamas, pants and gym stuff bag, and then the top bag in there. And then this in here has got all my hair clips and hair accessories in, which I might have to put in Jay's bag. That's currently like something that I can't really squish. So it's either going in hand luggage or Jamie's bag. I haven't decided, because I've got to put my makeup in here. And my makeup bags are kind of that size. So this is going to be bag number 1, which is going to have my like toothbrush and face creams in and skincare. And then I'll have my other makeup bag. So like this probably, I think will have to go on top of my makeup bag like that. Does anyone else always take bikini, an outfit and a pair of shoes if they have hand luggage in their hand luggage? Because I always take like my Birkenstocks, and then I have basically used my hand luggage for things that I definitely can't lose. So these are all my jewellery, my holiday jewellery for the week, and my special jewellery's in here. So I just wanted to make sure that was all in their little bags. And then I've gone for in here some more jewellery and some plugs. And then in here I have all my sunglasses. I'm actually only taking like 4 pairs of sunglasses. And then I've got an outfit for the first day, because we're doing a night in Athens and then getting a ferry. So I've got my outfit in there for the first day. And then I've got my camcorder. This was £30 from Amazon. It's a little HD 1080p camcorder, which I thought would be really cute, you know, film something for the kids. And then, not that I have a kid, but, you know, hopefully future kid. Then I've got my Olympus. This is my film camera that Jay got me for my birthday a couple of years ago. And it is the Zoom 80 Muji 5 or 2. I can never really remember, but I'll leave it linked. He got it on eBay. So it's one of those that you just kind of need to have a little look around for the secondhand ones. But funnily enough, when he got me this, I was like, I really recognise this like Olympus shape. And my grandma has this, and she has used it since I was like a baby. And me and her now have the same camera, which is so fun. So all her photos and photo albums have been taken on hers, and I love the photos it takes. I always get them in film and digital. And then Jay found me this really cute secondhand case for it as well, which I love. So that's also coming. Everyone always says that having that in your hand luggage is a bad idea. I haven't yet experienced anything being wiped for me personally through the machines. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I've never experienced that. And then I've got my G7X. This is my little Canon bag that I've actually got in here, just the charger, which is quite hefty. I don't know if I can open it with one hand. There we go, I can. But it's quite a hefty battery pack, like very old school. So I just put that in there with the camera. The camera is basically breaking, but it does the job. Like the lens doesn't close. So I keep it in this little bag just to keep it as safe as I can. And then I've got my flip-flops, which I think I might potentially wear. I haven't yet decided if I'm having my feet out or not, but I feel like it's quite nice being like comfy. Is that grim to have your feet out on a plane? I don't know. I usually wear trainers, but I don't feel like I'll need trainers when I'm there. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have them in that bag. And then I've got my toiletries and my little liquids bag, which basically will have lip balm, toothpaste and some antibacts and all of that. And then I've got my passport in here. And then do you know what is the essentials that I've decided to fill this with? Is my electrolytes. And so this is the salt watermelon berry that I'm taking. And then, wherever it is, my matcha powder for the week. So that is the essentials in there that I'm going to take, and then my passport and all our documents and everything is in there. And then my little hair clips, and I think that is everything. Really weird. I do feel like I'm missing like pieces, but I can't put my finger on it, which is really odd. I'm really trying to like brainstorm outfits, but anyway, that is me done for tonight. It's now like 10 p.m, so I am gonna head to bed. I will see you potentially in the morning and we can like finalize packing. I do have the event tomorrow, so I may see you before the event or after the event. Hopefully before the event, because I need to get better at like being more okay in the morning before these events. Like the events are so lovely when I get to meet loads of you and experience like that community space and do a really nice wellness activity. But before, I just get so nervous. So I don't want to be nervous. I really want to just like be excited about it tomorrow. And yeah, I think hopefully tomorrow I will wake up feeling myself, fingers crossed. Morning guys, 7 a.m. I also forgot my camera again today. Typical me. But I thought I would start the day by not feeling nervous about the event today and do my nice little things. I haven't actually been to see the sea this week, and I was thinking maybe that's why I've been feeling a bit weird. So I'm gonna go and see the sea, and then I'm gonna go and move my body and give it like a really big stretch. I'm gonna go sit in the sauna and just breathe basically. So yeah, another thing also is, oh, I'm gonna get nervous filming in front of people. I think another thing I'm also struggling with is not being fake tanned, which sounds really bad, but it like massively impacts my confidence, and I'm trying to get better at like leaving the house without fake tan basically, which is what I'm doing right now, and no makeup. So yeah, I just need to know that no one's actually looking and no one cares. Got my coffee treat and sitting on the vent, and the park is looking so green at the moment. It's looking absolutely stunning. I like how beautiful. Why does that bird sound? Why is it giving Hunger Games? Also, there's a plane going across up there. Can you see? Woohoo! That sound is just the best sound ever. I just love how green it is. I basically just decided to stay in the park, and I'm going to go and do my movement at home. I know I should push myself a little bit more and get myself out of my comfort zone and be in the gym, but I'm just feeling like I need to just do what feels right. So a nice little solo walk in the park. I feel very grateful I'm able to get outside today and walk, move my body, and it's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful day, and I don't want my insecurities to stop me from like doing that. So yeah, I am feeling very blessed. Look at that. I'm in my yellow. I'm also in cream trousers because usually I'm fake tanned and I can't wear cream, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna wear cream, and I bet you I'm gonna get there and Anna's gonna say, India, I can see your pants. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but you just never know with these. I've got like nude ones on, so hopefully I'm okay. I feel like it's just a girls class today, so hopefully we're okay. I also just received my Stanley bottle that I ordered literally 3 months ago because it was discontinued, and I'm obsessed. So now I can drink on the go and take that on the flight with me tomorrow.
Got the matching towel, can you?
did it. So yeah, it didn't have much to worry about. I did feel like I was in my head a bit, but I feel like reformer just gets me back in my body. And yeah, I just went and got some wraps because I'm fancying like chicken salad wraps, and I also need to eat the rest of the food in my fridge. So gonna go home and make some early dinner, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm gonna sit in my garden. Just come in the garden. I'm just sitting on my little table and chairs in the sun. It is absolutely insane. I can't believe this is my little garden. I have a gardener coming the day I get back from Greece, and I mean, this is all just bloomed, so it looks incredible. So I'm just gonna get a bit of TLC, and then big sofa is gonna go there. Right, my loves, I have just finished hoovering. I've got in my little pamper gear, got my robe on, got my headband on, and the house is spotless. I've also just put on clean bedding, which might seem a bit backwards, but I feel like one night on a clean bed and then coming home to like a completely spotless house, I'm gonna really thank myself for, I think. So I just thought I'd do a little whiz round. I actually didn't film cleaning today at all, which is just me being me right now, but packing is completely done. I am literally just ready to put my toiletries in the morning, which I'll show you. So I just need to put some of my creams in there. That's it all done. And then I can't actually pack this until I've edited this vlog to upload for tonight, because I need to put my laptop at the bottom. Although, saying that, they make you take your laptop out, don't they? Actually, so maybe we can actually pack it now, because is this all gonna fit in? I could then lay my laptop maybe on top. I hope this all fits in, otherwise I don't know. Let me do a little bit of Tetris, hold on. Okay, it all fits perfectly. I've got the clothes and the sunglasses and then some bikini backups just in case. And then I have my jewelry. I've made this actually all the plugs and everything and wires now, which when I finish charging everything, I'll put in. And then camera, spare pair of shoes, other camera. Also just put my like tampons and stuff in there, because do you know what? I've just come on my period literally during that class in those cream flares, which I should not have worn. Thank goodness nothing bad happened, and it only happened when I was at home, but we don't know if the cream flares have survived. But it is mind-blowing to me how instantly I feel better. Like, I feel like I am slowly like regaining energy and feeling like myself again, which is just madness. Anyway, I'm ready to go over there. I have the outfit all laid out for the morning, and then over here we have the charging station. I need to charge my current body mask, and I think that's everything. Got my headphones charging and portables, and I'm debating taking a book, but I don't know, maybe I'll buy one at the airport, because I literally have powerless. I have I'm halfway through, and I'm also listening to the audio, so part of me thinks I should just listen to the audio on the travel and then get a new book for when I'm there. I haven't decided yet. I'll let you know when I go to the airport, obviously in the airport vlog, if I do film an airport vlog. I never know if to do it for TikTok or for YouTube. But the bathroom is looking lovely and pink. All the towels are washed. I just was gonna go in and do a bit of a scrub of the actual shower. I don't feel like I've shown the bathroom like loads on my vlogs or on my Instagram, but this bathroom is honestly my favorite, like one of my favorite rooms in this flat. And then got my towels. I need to do a little bit of a refold. I'm really fussy. I want my house to feel like a bit like a hotel. But here's the gorgeous bath, and the little toothpaste please print is from Tatiana Alida. And then the tiles and everything are just stunning. I just need to do a bit of a scrub. Usually these are up there, and then my scrubbers. And then I've just laid out what I am using tomorrow. I'm going to wash my hair before we go. Got my little bits and bobs, and these pink holders and these here are from H&M Home. But that is my little bathroom. I need to do a flat tour. I think I've been putting it off because the house isn't like complete in terms of me hanging stuff. I mean, the flat is amazing. I'm renting, so I don't know where the tiles are from. I don't know the like shades of paint on the walls, which, do you know what? I'm gonna have to email them and ask, because I really want to know for myself. And I hope, like, I'm manifesting I can have another year in this flat. I need to send them an email when it gets nearer to my tenancy, but I would love to be here for another year, and I would love to ask them if Jay can move in, if that's something we're gonna do, which we are. But yeah, we just need to discuss what date and month and if it aligns with the landlords. But I think that's, yeah, the reason I haven't shown or shared loads is because I've just been like wanting to hang loads up. Like there's spaces outside my room and upstairs in the living rooms where I can't hang like the big mirrors or pictures by myself because they're so heavy. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do a flat tour when I'm back and share with you guys, and maybe when the garden's done, because when I get back the gardener's coming, and then it would be like really nice to do like a full flat tour. Maybe I can find like a handyman, a man with a toolbox, or a woman with a toolbox that wants to come and help me. I feel like I need to just ask my mum to come around again and help. So I might, yeah, ask her if she's got some time at some point, because she was the one that put up my mirrors and I have a few more. So I'll ask her at some point when I'm home. But yeah, that is me good to go. I'm gonna shower and then gonna fake tan. I'm actually gonna use this evening, I always like flip between my tans. So a lot of the time I've been using the Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark Tan. However, evening, and that's actually a new bottle, which is lovely, because I did a little order on Soul Skin. This is the tanning mousse that doesn't give me like my rash around my neck, but it also gives the most natural tan. Like I think out of, if I want like a really dark tan that's gonna last me like sometimes 8 days, this one, whereas this one's like a natural tan that's really good for when I'm on holiday, because tans just don't last in the sun. I just think if you're swimming and you're enjoying yourself and you're in the sun and you're using sun cream, your tan's going to come off. It's just inevitable. But these two are the ones that I found last the longest when you're on holiday, and this one's the one that gives you like that really nice natural glow. Like whenever I wear this, Jay's like, what tan are you using? You look so much better than your other one. So he always gives me compliments on this one, and it's just a really natural glow, but it means that when I'm away, it lasts up to 5 or 6 days when I'm swimming and using sun cream on my skin. I have to say on my skin personally, because I think everyone has a different experience with tans. Like me and my sister with fake tans, for example, are so different. Hers will come off within 3 days if she uses a certain tan, whereas mine will then last like 8 days with it. I think it's down to, like, people say moisturize, like it will make it last longer, but basically I don't moisturize when I fake tan because I personally then think it lasts longer, all of that. But I wanted to mention those tans because they're amazing, and that's what I will be fake tanning with tonight. But I have scrubbed a couple of times with a Rose and Caramel Big Scrub, which currently is in so many boxes under there now that I'm not gonna bring it out to share with you all, but that's how I got my tan off, which is why I'm now the perfect base, really smooth, silky, ready to go. So I'm gonna have a little shower after getting super hot in that Pilates class, and then yeah, gonna fake tan and edit this vlog and get it live before tomorrow. But yeah, I just hope you guys are good. I'm sorry this vlog has been a bit of a, I swear, like a roller coaster of emotions. I feel like a little bit, where I've been a little bit up and down, but I just want to send my love to you all and thank you for being here and watching my videos, because it means so much, like so much. Like I love this community, I love this space, I love creating for YouTube. It's definitely my favorite platform out of them all at the moment, I want to say. I just have so much fun, like yeah, just filming bits of life to share with you all, but also to chat with you all as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go do that, and just hope you have a lovely weekend, starts to your week whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video for a Milos Greece vlog, which is so exciting. I literally can't wait. I can't believe I'm gonna be there like tomorrow. Like it blows my mind that like you can sleep in your bed one night and then the next day you wake up and you're just somewhere else. It's just mad, and I feel so lucky and so privileged to be able to go and experience this. So yeah, I can't wait to take you along, and I'm just sending lots of love. I will see you in the next vlog, guys. Mwah.